to that land. It also says they cannot refuse to turn that service back on because of that old bill. You have a new account as of April the 2nd. We talked about possession. If it's unoccupied, if it's vacant land, you get possession today. You're not the owner, you're basically a guest of the county. You have relieved the county from liability. The exchange is that you are releasing the county from liability for injury, loss, or damage. If you go in there and fall through the floor, if you move your tools in there to start some work and somebody breaks in and steals them, it's on you. You've released the county from liability in exchange for getting early possession. What do you do if you buy something and there's somebody still there? We get some of those. If you buy a piece of property today and there's somebody there, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if they've been there 50 years or if they moved in today during the sale. You can't just threaten people or move their stuff out. You have to go through district court eviction. In Michigan, there's no such thing as a squatter. They are an occupant. If their property is occupied, you have to remove them by eviction. You can also use a process called cash for keys. You negotiate something. Here's one piece of advice for you. If you buy something today, if you already know who's there, it's a friend, it's a relative, you live next door, you bought it, you're already familiar with who's there, congratulations, situation diffused. If you buy a piece of property and you're not sure who's in it, I wouldn't just go charging up to the door and start making a lot of demands. It may not end well. My advice to you is this: go talk to a neighbor. Everything that we're selling today that's occupied is going to have somebody around it that knows what's going on. Who's there? Are they approachable? Is this going to be a safe situation, or is the guy a hothead? Find that out before you walk up to the door to try negotiating or talking to them. Every neighborhood has somebody in it who makes it their business to know everybody else's. And if you don't think there's one of those where you live, I'll bet it's you. What I'm selling you today, I'm going to sell you a piece of land. It's described in your book right there where it says legal description. That's what you're buying. You're buying the legally described land and everything that is attached to it if we own it. We've had the Culligan man show up before looking for his leased water softener, and they called me and they said it was attached to the building. I said, no, it's not yours. We can sell you what we've got title to, and that is the land and permanently affixed things. Driveways, buildings, the furnace, things of that nature. If it's attached to that land and the last owner had free and clear title, it's included in today's sale. You are not buying anything that you might find there in the way of automobiles, RVs, campers, boats, machines, appliances, furniture, fixtures, clothing, big bag of money somebody forgot on the kitchen table on the way out. If it can be picked up and carried out of the property, it is not included in the sale today. We don't own it. We can't sell it to you. We can't even give it to you. Find who owns it. Give them an opportunity to come and get it. There is no rule or law that says how long or how you do it. Make an effort to find out who owns the brand new Harley Davidson left in the garage. Give them a chance to come and get it. If you're going to get rid of stuff and you've not made contact with somebody, or if you have and they've been delinquent on coming to get it, before you dispose of things, take pictures. If it's garbage, just get rid of it. If you find something you think is debatable as far as value, document what you do with it and be able to show the judge that, yeah, I made a lot of effort to try to get these people to come and get their stuff and they wouldn't. There's no rule on how long you have to give somebody or whatever that process is. It's situational. If you buy a piece of property and they forgot their vacuum cleaner and it's right in the middle of the living room and they live right across the street, you can just take it over there and put it on their porch, let them know it's coming. If it's a house full of furniture and it's a deceased person and their heirs live in Iowa, they might need more time. If push comes to shove and there's stuff in there and you know it's a value and you're a little nervous about taking the risk on it, about just getting rid of it, the other thing you can do is take it down to your local self-storage place, lock it up, pay the first month's rent, and mail them the key. Then it's off your plate. Let them deal with it, not you. We do not warrant the title to mobile modulars and manufactured homes. We refer to those right there in that screen as a raised redneck ranch. If you buy any kind of a structure today that has ever had a separate title, It was not built on the property, it was brought in. If it's ever had wheels under it, you probably get it, but we don't warrant the title, and here's why. Sometimes we sell a piece of land, and something like that that's on it was owned by somebody else. We have something in this country called due process. If they didn't get a notice of the sale, we can't take it and sell it to you. We can't even give it to you because it's there. Anything on the property that's ever had a separate title, if that title was in a third party, if somebody had a lien on it and was never sent notice, it's still theirs. It's not yours. If somebody ever shows up to try taking something like that, a mobile modular manufactured home, make them show you an order from the court. Don't just let them come and take it because they say so. We're almost ready to get started. When we sell, it works just like this. We're going to start out with that minimum bid of the book or a higher bid if I already have one online. I'm going to come into the room, I'm going to find two people, just like riding that teeter-totter back and forth between two people until somebody quits. I'll find somebody else when I'm down to one bidder in the room. Then we're going to come over here to Mr. Carey. He's bidding for the people online. We'll see if anybody wants to keep on going. Couple of tips if you're brand new at this. When you're done today bidding and you're ready to go, and as soon as you buy something, you can leave. You don't have to wait for the end of the sale. I type the numbers in right here and you can check right out. Don't leave that card on your chair. You might own all of Shea Lake later today. I'll call you and ask for $8 million to pay for it. Don't do it. Take that card that you got, turn it right back in where you got it from. If you have a cell phone, if you brought a child or baby with you, if grandma's with you and she doesn't hear so well, if your husband has the bid card and he has just exceeded the amount you have authorized him to bid, and you need to correct him, take it outside. In the parking lot, we recommend. We will notify the EMS. If you make a mistake, don't wait. Let us know the instant you realize you bid on the wrong property or you misunderstood what that sale price was. I can still sell it while the other bidder is in the room. If you're here today and you've got an emotional attachment to a property and we're selling it, there's no sense in you getting out of hand about it. It isn't going to help the situation. We are not doing this today just for fun. We're doing this because A, there's a court order that says the treasurer now owns that property. It's already been decided. The judge signed it. And B, the law says very specifically, beginning on that date and done by that date, we have to sell this property. This is not an optional process. We are following the law today. So we ask that you be considerate of us. We'll be considerate of you too. Finally, when we say it's sold, it is. We're going to have people in the corners over in the darkness trying to bid on a piece of property. And at the last second, after I've given every kind of warning possible, I'm going to be saying sold, and somebody in that back row is going to be winking at me. It's usually the older guys. Grandpa told them, if you wait till the last second to bid, you'll save money. And you know what? Grandpa was right, because you won't be buying a darn thing today. Don't wink at me unless you're asking me out. I do have 2 days off this weekend, by the way. Use your card. When you want to bid, get it in the air. Make it obvious what you're doing, especially if you're in the corners or in a spot where I may not be looking all the time. I am not an auctioneer. I do not do the yabba dabba 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 doo. I'm going to be pointing at the high bidder. I'm going to be repeating the sale price, and then I'm going to say going once. If you want to bid on something and you haven't bid on it before, and I say going once, get that card in the air. If I say going twice, we're getting real close to the ether. If I've not recognized you, shout out, get your people around you to make some noise, because once we say sold, it is. We do not reopen the bidding. It's your job to make sure your bid gets through. Any questions before we get going? Yes.
I want to correct you on something. You said modular homes, you can't sell modular.
Yep.
I happen to be a witchcraft modular dealer. I sell about $5 million homes a year.
Yep.
$5 million a year, the largest in the state. Modulars and double wides are two different things. You get a title for double wide. You can't sell those. Modular goes with the real estate. Completely different.
What if it's a separate owner and has a security interest and nobody got a notice?
They won't have a security.
I've had attorneys at my sale.
That all goes with the title.
I have had modulars at the sale on concrete block foundations with court orders saying, owned by a third party, can't be sold.
Well, that's not true.
Okay.
I sell for 20 years.
Okay.
Modular goes with the real estate. Banks won't finance double wides.
All right, he disagrees with me on modulars. I've had experience to the converse, so we'll just have to agree to disagree. Let's go through the book real quick. I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna sell first. These are the hot ones today. On the first page in your book, the Bay County, number 1004. I got a bunch of people here for that one. It's gonna get opened up quickly. On the next page, 1007. I'll give the numbers a couple times. Actually, let's add 1006 to that as well. 1004, 1006, 1007. Then we're going to skip down to 1051. So those four in Bay County will get sold first. 1004, 1006, 1007, 1051. Then in Tuscola County, we got 5 of them. We're going to move to the first round. They are 6501, that's Dickerson Road. 6522 on Craftsman Drive in Mayville. 6530 Landway Road, Kingston Way, that's 30 acres. 6531 on Ellis Road. And 6533 on Hess Road, Millington. I'll give you those numbers one more time here. I think you're the only person that wants to bid on it. You have to wait. He comes every year and likes to sit right in the front row and give me the bees. And I give it right back. I'm not gonna move it just because you want it there. Everybody, how many people in here want their piece sold first? See? Ain't happening. So the numbers again are, in Bay County, 1004, 1006, 1007, and 1051. You should be happy. That means you're the only person bidding and you'll steal it, which is, see, because you're cheap anyway. You won't pay anything for it. I know. He's real cheap. He squeaks when he walks. And then in Tuscola County, 6501, 6522, 6530, 31, and 33. We're going to sell those first, and that's going to empty these chairs right out. So, if you don't have any more questions, we're going to go in number 1004. This is on Loria Road, Collin Way. It's got newer roof siding and windows. We're not sure about the septic. We didn't feel like diving in that day. If you'll think what I said about personal property, contents of properties, this one still has some stuff in it. You're going to want to make an investigation. I've got 6 bids online on this piece before the sale even started. I got almost a dozen people here in the room that want to buy it. $6,500 is the number that you see in that book, but the online bidders already have me at $21,250. If you give me $22,000 for that one, show me your card right now. Let's see how many we got that would still go. Couple of you. 22. You want to give me 22 and a half? 23 and a half. 23 and a half. Now 24 and a half. 24 and a half. 25 and a half. Talks to the boss. Why don't you just give her the card? It's much more efficient. 26 and a half. 27. 27. I got 26 and a half with you. Anybody in the room want to give me 26,750? 26,750. Now 27. What about 27 and a half? 28 and a half. 29 and a half. 30,000. 30 and a half. 31. 30 and a quarter. I got 31,000 right there. Anybody in the room at 31,250? Anybody, 31,250, he's back now. 31,500. 31,750. I got 31.5 over here. Anybody in the room at 31,750? 31.5 going once. Twice. You bought it, 31.5, what's the bidder number? 31.5, 331. My backup bidder over there, what's that number? Backup bidder? 411. Here's how the backup bidder works. We just sold that to him for 31.5. He's going out to his car to get his checkbook, and he gets hit by a beer truck. Broke both arms, can't write the check. We're gonna call you and offer it to you for one bid increment below the final sale price. It's 31,250. It's not negotiable. If you get the backup bidder phone call, it's yes or no. It's not let's make a deal. Don't go there, or the next thing you'll hear will be click. 1,006, we don't have the legal right to negotiate it. It's yes or no. 1,006 is next. This puts us on 2 Mile Road. It's next door to a trailer park. Frontage on 2 Mile Road. 15 acres this piece is. $2,100 is what you see in that book. I've got $10,500 already bid online. I got 10 online bidders for this. I don't know for sure, but I'd say that's tillable land right there. I got 10.5 already bid online. Anybody in the room want to give me 10,750? I got 10.5 bid online. 10 online bidders. 10.5 going once online. 10.5 going twice. Now look at all the cards in the air. I got 11 online. You want to give me 12? What about 13, 14, 15,000, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,000, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29 and a quarter. 29 and a quarter, 29.5, 29,750, and now $30,000. 30 and a quarter, 30 and a half, 30,750, and now 31 and a quarter, 31 and a half, 31,750, now 32,000. 32 and a quarter, 32 and a half, 32,750, 33 and a half, 34 and a half, 35 and a half, 36 and a half, 37 and a half, 38 and a half, 39 and a quarter. I got 39,000 with you right there. Anybody in the room at 39,250? 39,000 in the room right there going once. Twice, 39 and a quarter, 39 and a half, 39,750. Well, he wants it, keep running him up. I'll give you 20 bucks. I got 39.5 with you. Anybody in the room at 39,750? 39.5 going once. Twice. 39.5, 11.42. He's got a blue bid card. Everybody else got a yellow one. What does that mean? It means he got here late. I have to make sure you know that I can't sell to you if you have any delinquent taxes in these counties. You don't, correct? Okay. My backup bidder, what's that number for when his wife finds out? 286. Honey, where's the vacation money? Oh, I bought a deer camp. You might be living there later on tonight. Now we're going to hop down to number 1,007. There's 4 buildings here, like that one. It needs a haircut. The 3-car garage has been used commercially and appears to be in decent condition, and there's also a pole barn in decent shape. There are some barrels out there. You might want to consider doing something called a baseline environmental. If you buy something and it's got some big barrels of ooze and goo, you can't just forget about it, and then later on, if it appears to be a source of contamination, you can't say, well, it was like that when I bought it. You have to be able to prove it. We're selling several pieces today that are potentially contaminated. Here's what you do. If you buy something and you discover that it looks like it's got a contamination issue, you have 45 days to get what is called a baseline environmental assessment done. You hire somebody and they come in and they write a report, they take some soil samples, they document the condition, then you're not liable for it as long as you don't make it worse. If you don't have that report in your hands, you might get stuck cleaning that up. Anyway, there are some barrels here that you might want to take a real good look at. If you're looking around on the ground and it's got a whole bunch of funky purple stuff growing, you might want to consider having a BEA done. Anyway, number 1007, there's 4 structures here. 2 of them are in really bad shape. I do have an online bid for this one. I know how high they'll go. I've got 8 bidders in the room here for this piece today. My online bid is already at the opening bid of $9,900. If you will give me $10,000 for that piece of property, show me your card and keep it in the air until I say a number you don't like. We're gonna get from 0 to 8 million real fast here. When I say a number that you won't pay, you just take your card down. 10,000, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, $20,000, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, $30,000, 31, 31 right there. I've got more than that bid online. 31 and a quarter. You want to give me 32, 32 and a quarter. 33 and a quarter. 34 and a quarter. $35,000, 35 and a quarter. 36 and a quarter. 37 and a quarter. 38 and a quarter. 39 and a quarter. $40,000, 40 and a quarter. 41 and a quarter. $42,000. My advance bid is all gone now. He's gone past it. I got 42,000 right there. Anybody in the room at 40, aren't you glad we didn't do that $100 at a time? Oh, look at that. I got a fresh one. 42 and a half. 43 and a half. 43 and a half. 43 and a half. 44 and a half. 44 and a quarter. That's as low as I can go. 44 and a quarter. 44 and a half. 44, 750. 45,000. 45 and a quarter. 45 and a quarter. 45.5. 45, 750. 46,000. 46 and a quarter. 46.5, 46, 750. 47,000, 47 and a quarter. 47.5, 47, 750. 48,000. You gonna give me 48.5? 49.5. 50 and a half. That's the only one like that I got in the sale today, I guarantee you. 50 and a half. 51 and a half. 51 and a quarter. I got 51,000 right back there by the door. 51 and a quarter, 51.5, 51,750. 51.5 in the back, going once. 51.5 going twice. You bought it 51.5, 362. My backup bidder, what's that number over there? 1128. Now let's hop on down to 1051. 1051 on Kiesel Street. Kiesel. Not my neck of the woods. I grew up on Hampton. And every time I come here, I get laughed at for saying one of the street names wrong. Because over on the other side of the state in Manistee, they call it Kosciuszko. And here it's Tuscola. And if you say it wrong, they snicker. 1051, right there on your screen. My minimum bid in the book says 8,800. I've got 2 bidders online that already say 89. I know how high they'll go. Who wants to give me $9,000 for that piece of property right there? I got 9,000 over here. Anybody gonna give me 95? 95, how about 10 and a half, 11 and a half, 12 and a half, 13 and a half, 14, 13,750. Just because I like it, 13,750. I got 13 and a half right there. Anybody in the room gonna give me $13,750 right there? 13,750, now 14 and a half, 15 and a half. Don't look at him, look at me. 15 and a half, now 16 and a half, 17 and a half, 18 and a half, 19 and a half. Now 20,000, 20 and a quarter, 20 and a half, 20,750, 21 and a quarter, 21.5, 21,750, 21,750, 22, family conference, 22. I got 21,750 right in the back of the room. Anybody at 22? 21, 22 over there, 22 and a quarter, 22 and a half, 22,750, 23 and a quarter, 23 and a half. I got 23 and a quarter with you again. Anybody in the room at 23.5? 23 and a quarter going once, twice, 23 and a half, 23,750, 24,000, 24 and a quarter, 24.5, 24,750, $25,000. Can't even buy a tank of gas for that anymore. 25,000. I got 24,750 back there. 24,750 going once. 25 and a quarter. 25 and a half. 25,750, now 26. 26. I got 25,750 with you. Going once. Twice. 25,750, what's that better number? 25,750, 286. My backup bidder number is 346. In Tuscola County, we've got a few popular ones. We're going to sell those, then go back to the beginning of the book. On the first page, I got 14 bidders here that want me to sell number 6501. And it's time. Dickerson Road is the address. Got a few bidders online. Look at that classic country charmer. Dickerson Road, Unionville Way. The roof is leaking. Mold and water in a few spots. It's been updated. It can be yours today. Country acre. It is a square piece of land. $3,200, it says in that book. I'm at $8,100 already. How many people in the room will give me $10,000 for that? Show me that card. Just leave it up in the air. 10,000. Where's my bidders for it? Anybody? I got one here. Who wants to give me 10 and a quarter? Anybody in the room at 10 and a quarter? 10 and a quarter. 10 and a half. What about 11 and a half? 12 and a half. 13 and a half. 14 and a half. 15 and a half. Don't stop on me now. It's just getting a rhythm going. 15 and a quarter. I got 15,000 back there. Anybody in the room want to give me 15,250? What about people online? 15,250. 15 and a half. 15,750. 16,000. 16,500. 17,500. 18,500. 19,500. 19 and a quarter. 19,500, 19,750. 19,500 over here. You can't buy the roof shingles in a box for that. 19,500 going once, twice. You bought it 19.5, 169. 165. What's my backup bidder number? The backup bidder is 301. I want to verify the winning bidder is 165, right? Winning bidder. I want to make sure I got his number right. I think it's 165, 169. That's why I checked. For some reason, my mind said, I don't think that's right. On the next page, way at the bottom, is number 6522. 10 acres on Craftsman Drive, Mayville Way, looks like tillable land. 6522, $3,000 is what it says in the books. I've got 12 bidders online for this piece. They've already offered me 7,100 bucks. Who wants to give me 8,000? I got 8,000 there. Who wants to give me 9? Somebody here wants to give me 9,000. They just won't fess up yet. I got 8. I got 9 back there. You want to give me 10? How about 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? I got 16,000 right here on the aisle. Anybody in the room want to give me 16 and a half? Anybody at 16 and a quarter? I got 16,000 with you going once. 16 and a quarter online. 16.5 now. 16,750. 17,000 now. 17 and a quarter. 17 and a half. 17,750. 18,000. 18 and a quarter. 18.5. 18,750. 19,000. 19 and a quarter online. Now 19,750 and $20,000. You want to give me 21? 21 and a quarter. 22, 22 and a quarter. What about 23 and a quarter? 24 and a quarter. 25,000, 25 and a quarter. 26 and a quarter. We're going up 250 on the line at a time because it's quick and easy for them just to punch the button. 27 and a quarter. 28 and a quarter. 29,000 and a quarter. 29,000 in the room. Going once. Going twice. It's yours. What's the bidder number? He didn't bid 29 and a quarter. Had you at 29. 29,209. Backup bidder is online. Let's go down to 6530. We got 3 of them on this page to sell, and then we'll go back to the top. 6530, 30 acres we got here. Landway Road out near Kingston. House got some, well, it's got some poop. It's not old, but it's messy. I've got 11 bidders in the room here today that came to buy this piece. 8 bids already online. I know how high they'll go. They've already got me at $30,250. Who wants to give me 31? How many people in this room will give me 31,000 for that? Just one? I got 31,000 there. Who wants to give me 31 and a half? I know what the bid online is. 31 and a quarter. 32. Oh, I got another bidder in the back of the room now. 32, 33. 34, 35. I got 34 with you. Anybody in the room want to give me 35? I got 34 and a quarter online. 35 and a quarter. 36 and a quarter. I got 40,000 bid online, and I know how high they'll go. 41, 40 and a quarter. I got $40,000 bid online, and 40 and a quarter, 40 and a half. What about 41? 41 and a quarter. What about 42? Conference time. 41, 42 and a quarter. How about 43? 30 acres. 43 and a quarter. $45,000 bid online. I'm gonna give you 45 and a half. I got 45,000 online. 45 and a quarter. That's as low as I can go. Now 45.5. 45,750. 46,000. 46 and a quarter. You know, if you keep bidding, you will win. I guarantee it. I've never been so sure. It's only money. I've got $46,000 bid online. Anybody in the room want to give me 46,250?
Yes.
Ooh. Now we got an advanced bid, and somebody watching that camera right there bid. And I know how high it's going to go for sure. So we'll see how far they take it to and after that point. It's at 48,000. I've got 3 online bidders, 4 online bidders, including Cheap John. I know how high the advanced bid goes. We'll see if they want to go past that. It's at 50,500 right now. 53,000. They're jumping that increment from $250 up to $4,500. They just jumped it. Takes them a little time to jump their bid, more than $250 at a time. 53 and a quarter. Now we've got another live bidder online. There are at least 3 active, if not more. $55,000. We'll let you back in before we sell it if you're in the room and you want to keep going a little more. There's another new live bidder. Everybody's watching that camera right there in the middle of the screen. There's 4 of them, 4 or 5 of them. Bidding, a lot more than that watching. 58 and a quarter. I do want to mention if your phone rings during the sale, it is an automatic $50,000 bid. 58.5 and still going. We're going to be in Port Huron tomorrow and Monroe on Friday. If you're really bored, we got a lot of extra money. North of 60,000 it is now. Cheap John is back, throwing his weight around. $62 and a quarter. Not all of the online bidders necessarily are far away. A lot of them are locals. They just would rather sit at home and do it on the computer with a cup of coffee in their jammies. 64 and a quarter. They don't seem to be done yet. I still got 3 active bidders live online. $65,750. And it's still going. We'll give them a minute here. I'd tell you a good joke, but I don't know any. $68,000. That might be it. They've slowed down. I've got $68,000 bid on that one right there. Anybody in there want to give me $68,250? What about you, Moneybags? Way past your limit? He won't pay, he'd give me about $1,400 for that one. I got $68,000 going once. Oh, they're not done yet. 70 and a quarter. I got 70,250. Wait to see if Chief John volleys again. 71.5, there he is. He's not so cheap after all. Obviously, your name ain't John. There you go. I got 71.5 online. Anybody in the room want to give me 71,750? 71.5 going once. Twice. Sold it to Chief John for 71.5. My backup bidder is also online. $65.31 we're going to sell next on Ellis Road, Millington Way. It's a couple of acres. There's a pole barn there. You can see that in photo. That's included. It's attached. Power's been shut off. I get to see a lot of properties like this when I'm out looking at them. And when you get into the ones with the tall grass, there ain't no telling what's out there in those weeds. It's almost guaranteed, though, that if there's been a man on the property, you're not going to mow it the first time. Unless you get a lot of spare blades, you're going to be stuff all over there. Anyway, $65.31, $2,700 is what it says in the book. I've got $4,500 already been online. Who wants to give me $5,000 for that? You can't buy that building for that much. 5,000 back there. Anybody in the room want to give me 55? 55, now 6. 65? 60. Think of how much stuff you can put in there. You know, those men are like car parts like this high, and then they can't ever find anything. 55, now 6. 65. Either one of you sitting down, 65, now 7. 75. 71. 72. 73. 74. Now 75. 10 seconds of my life I'll never get back. Now 7,600. 77. 77. I got $7,600 in the back of the room standing up. Who wants to give me 77? New bidder, now 78. 79. $8,000, now 8,100. 82. You want to give me 85? 83. We'll do the slow, painful way. 84. Now 85. Told you so. 86. 87. 88. 89. 9,000. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 96. I got 95 right here in the front of the room. Anybody at 96? He's still thinking. I got 95 with you. Going once. Yep. 96 over there. Now I see more cards. Who wants to give me 10,000? 10 in the back of the room. Who wants to give me 10 and a quarter? New bid increment. I got 10,000 in the back row sitting down. 10 and a quarter. 10 and a half. 10,750. 11,000. 11 and a quarter. 11 and a half. Don't look at him, look at me. 11,750. And now 12. It's a thing men do. They stare at each other thinking they're going to back off. 10 and a quarter, 10 and a half. 10,750. 11,000. 11 and a quarter. 11 and a half. 11,750. 12,000. How about 12 and a half? 13 and a half. 14. 13,750. I got 13,500 with you in the back row sitting down. Anybody here at 13,750? 13,750, now 14 and a quarter. 14 and a quarter. I got 14,000 in the back row sitting down. Who wants to give me 14,250? 14,000 going once. Twice. You bought it. 14,495. My backup bidder, right down here in front, is $485. Don't let him out of the room. We know he's got $14,000. He has to buy something before he goes. Now 65.33. And then we're going back to the beginning of the book. 6533. Hess Road, Millington Way. Couple of acres, 2.5 to be exact. This one, I think, is probably still occupied. We think it is. Remember what we told you. Go talk to the neighbors, they'll tell you who's there. I've got 7 bids online and 8 or 10 people here in the room chasing this one. I'm already at $5,100. 52. Who wants to give me, if you'll give me $6,000, put your card up in the air right now. How many do I got? 6,000. A few of you. Leave your card up till I say a number you don't like. We get there faster this way. 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,000, 16, 17, 18, 19, $20,000, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm going to start with you at $25,000 over there. Who wants to give me 25.5? Anybody anywhere? 25 and a quarter, 25 and a quarter, 25 and a half. How about 26 and a half, 27 and a half, 28 and a half, 29 and a half, $30,000, 30 and a half, 31 and a half, 32 and a half, 33 and a half, 33,750. 33.5 over there where I started. Anybody in the room at 33,750? I've got 33.5. What about online? 33.5 going once. Twice. You bought it. 33.5, 289. My backup bidder. What's that number? 1091. Now we're going to go back to the beginning of the book. There are going to be pieces we're going to skip at a certain point. I think the first couple pages of Bay County are pretty well going to sell, but there will be spots we get to in the book where they don't. In Bay County, on the first page, we already sold the last 2 on that page. According to what's in front of me, I don't have bids on some of them in the room, but I do have bids online. I'm going to say the number. If you want to bid on it, get your card in the air or we skip them, whether I've got a bid online or not. We're trying to get you guys out of here as quick as we can. Anybody in the room want to bid on 1,000, the first one on the list? I've got a bid there. Let's open it up. I do have a bid online as well. Number 1,000, 3 Mile Road. It's an itsy bitsy little piece of land. It's too small to probably build on. I've got a $1,900 bid online. I got 2,000 right there. Anybody want to give me 2,100? $2,000 bid in the room going once. 2,000 going twice. That itsy bitsy little piece of land belongs to 206. $2,000. My backup bidder is online. The next one, 1,001. Do I have bidders in the room for that? I've got it sold online if nobody wants to bid on it. 1,001. Anybody? Okay, we got a couple of bids online. I'll deal with those later. What about 1,002? It says I got a couple of people in the room that want that one. 1,002. Anybody want me right there? Let's open it up. I've got 4 bids already online for 1,002. I know how high they'll go. They're going to start me at $3,600. It's got 66 feet of frontage on N13 here on road. I've got 36 online. You want to give me 37? 37 in the room. 38 online. 39, now 4,000. 41, 42, 43, 44, 4,500, now 46. 47, oh, keep going. I got 46 online. 46 going once. 47 with a live bidder, 48 in the room. Now I need 49 online or from anybody else. $4,800 over here. 49 live online, now 5,000. He said he's all done. $4,900 with an online bidder. Going once. I got another one. You got to give me 51. 51 in the room. Now I need 52. I got 3 online bidders chasing this one.
Yep.
52, now 5,300, 53, now 54.
Yep.
5,500, now 56.
Yep.
5,700, now 58.
Yep.
5,900, and now 6,000.
Yep.
You want to give me 6,500? 65, 66.
Yep.
What about 7,000? 7,000 in the room, now 71.
Yep.
How about 75? 75, now 76. 7,500 in the room. Going once. Going twice. You bought it, 7,500. What's the bidder number? 7,500, 445. My backup bidder is online. Do you have a bidder in the room for 1,003? My book says I do. Anybody here for 1,003 right here? 1,003, I got an online bid already. At the minimum bid, this one's on Linwood Road. It has an indoor pool. $6,300 online. 64, 64, 65.
That 64 was online.
64 online, 65 in the room, 6,500, 65. You gonna give me 7,000 for that? What about 7,500? 8,000, 81. Tricked you, didn't I? I said 8,000, he said, no, I said 81. Okay. 85. Anybody want to give me 9,000? 9. 95. 10 and a half. 11 and a half. 12 and a half. 13 and a half. 13 and a quarter. I got 13,000 here. 13 and a quarter. 13,500. 13,750. Now 14 and a quarter. 14 and a half. 15 and a half. 16 and a half. 17. 16,750. That's as low as I can go. 16,500 with you. Anybody here at 16,750? 16,500 going 16,750. 17 and a quarter. I got 17,000 right here. Going once. Twice. You bought it. 17,185. My backup bidder back there is number 281. We already sold the last 2 on that page. On the next page, we sold the first 1. I have circles on my page on number 1,008 and 1,015. I don't have anything else circled either online or in the book from in-room bidders. So we'll ask about them before we go by them. Do you have a bidder in the room for 1,008? My book says that I do. It's on Mercer Road. Anybody here for the Mercer Road piece? Anybody? Right there. Let's open that up. Mercer Road, 1,008 is the number in the book. $850 and the bell checks up. I got it bid right there. Right there, I got it. $850. Anybody want to give me 900? 850 going once.
Yep.
900 online. Now 950, $1,000. 950 going once. Twice. 950, 106. Backup bidder is online. The numbers 109 to the bottom of the page are all units in the Riverside Meadows condominium, site condominium project. I have the last one circled in my book. Is anybody here for 1,009? 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014. I've got a circle around 1015. Is there a bidder here for that? Anybody here for 1015? That page is done. We'll come back to it later. On the next page, I could open all those up, try to sell them to you, but if you don't want them, why bother? 1016 North Union Road in Auburn, newer 3-bedroom home, detached 2-car garage. This one's got an indoor swimming pool too. It's the rain this year was nuts. I've got $11,500 already bid online. Who in the room wants to give me, if you'll give me $12,000, show me your card. How many do I have at 12,000? 12. Gonna give me 13, 14,000, 15, 14 and a half, 14 and a half, now 15 and a half, 16 and a half, 17 and a half, 18 and a half, 18,750, 19 and a quarter. I got 19,000 with you, and 19 and a quarter, 19 and a half, 19,750, and now 20,000. 20 and a quarter. 20 and a quarter, I got 20,000 right there. 20,000 going once. 20 and a quarter, 20 and a half, 20,750. I got 20 and a half right there going once. 20 and a half going twice. 20,750 and now 21. I got 2 bidders over here. Anybody want to give me 21 and a half? 21 and a quarter, 21 and a quarter, 21 and a half, 21,750. 21,750 and now 22,000. 22 and a quarter. 22 and a quarter, 22,000 right back there going once. 22 and a quarter, 22 and a half, 22,750 from either one of you there. 23, 22,750, now 23,000. 23, 22,750 with the gentleman with the blue card. 22,750 going once. 23,000 online. Who wants to give me 23.5? Any 23.5? Who wants to give me 24? I got so many people interested, but they're all bidding really slow. Anybody at 24? 23.5 with you. 23,750 online. I got 23.5 with you. 23,750. 24,000. 23,750 right there going once. 23,750 going twice. You bought it. 23,750, 1142. My backup bidder is 281. I gotta ask the 1142. You don't have any delinquent taxes, correct? I can't sell to you if you do. What's that? Okay. We verify with the blue bid cards because they may not have been here when we gave the instruction. 23,750 sold to 1142, backup bidder 281. The next one, do you have a bidder in the room for 1017? I do. I've got a bid online for that as well. 1017 Auburn Road, it's a couple of acres, vacant land. By golly, you won't even hardly even have to mow that. I got $17,000 already bid online. I know how high they'll go. You want to give me 17 and a quarter? 17 and a quarter? Where's my bidder for that? $17,000 bid online. Anybody in the room at 17,250? Going once.
Yep.
Got a live bidder. We've got one in advance and one live watching that camera right now. Looks to be a parking lot. It's at 18.5 and it's still going. 2 active bidders, 1 in advance, 1 live watching that camera right now. Just off US 10, be a great spot for your own whippy dip or taco stand. 20 and a half, and they're not done. $21.5. Is that going to be the end of it? Maybe. I'm at $21,750, and I think that's where it may end. Anybody in the room want to give me $22,000 for that piece? $21,750 going once, twice. Sold that one the electronic way, $21,750. The backup bidder is also online. Do I have a bidder in the room for the condemned house that's number 1018? I don't have any online bids. If nobody in the room wants it either, we're just going to go right on by it. Number 1019, Park Avenue, Auburn Way. Nice little bungalow. I got a bid online and a couple of people in the room that are here for this one too. 1020, occupied last we knew, perhaps. Wrong one. 1020. 1020. Did you already open that? You already did, then we'll sell it. This is 1019. This one is condemned. It's boarded. Oh, no, it's not. What am I looking at? 1019 is where it should be. Park Avenue, it's boarded. Bank repo, not occupied. I was looking at the wrong thing. I've got an $8,200 bid online. Anybody in the room going to give me 83? Anybody anywhere? 83 back there. You want to give me 84? 80, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 9,000, 91. Gonna give me 95? What about 10,000? 10 and a half? 11, 11 and a half? 12, 12 and a half? 13 and a half? 14 and a half? 15 and a half? 16 and a half? 17 and a half? 18 and a half? 19,000 and a half? $20,000. Have you got a mother-in-law? You could put her in there. 19,750. $20,000. 20 and a quarter. I got $20,000 in the back of the room. Who wants to give me $20,250? Anybody? $20,000 going once, twice. Sold it to 11. I want to say that's 1145. Is that correct? Correct. $20,000, 1145. My backup bidder is, I'll find something else for your mother-in-law. They're easy to buy for. 20,000, 1145. Got to ask you, don't have any delinquent taxes, correct? If you got a blue bid card and got here late, I just have to make sure when I sell something to you, you have no fingerprints on anything with delinquent taxes. Many of the blue card bidders are regulars. They've already heard the spiel. Some just got here late. What about 1020? Is there anybody in the room for 1020? I've got it sold online if nobody in the room is here to buy it. It's occupied. I do see a couple of people interested. 1020, I got 2 bids online already. Got to flip something around here on the computers. 1020 Elm Street. Freeze up. Computer froze. They do that time to time. I don't know why it is. We seem to get an awful lot of houses that we sell on Elm Street. Many of them are nightmares on Elm Street. Might have to fully reboot. Might be a second. Ready? Or is it still waiting? It's still cooking. Still thinking? It's still thinking. Sometimes it happens this way. Okay, we're back. Okey-doke. Now, we're gonna go to 1020. Elm Street, occupied ranch as last we knew on a couple of parcels. I've got two bids online. A couple of people here in the room want to give me money for this too. I know how high the online bids will go. I got $5,200 already online. Who wants to give me 6,000 bucks? Anybody here at 6,000? Somebody wanted me a minute ago. I got 6,000 right there. Who wants to give me $6,500 for it? Anybody here at 65? I got 6,000 there. 61 online. Gonna give me 7,000? 7. What about 71? 72. 73. What about 8,000? 8,100. What about 9,000? 91. 10,000? 10 and a quarter. 11,000? 11 and a quarter. 12,000? 12 and a quarter. 12 and a half. 12,750. I got 12 and a half in the room. Anybody here want to give me 12,750? 12 and a half going once. 12,750. 13. I got 12,750 back there now. Anybody in the room is 13,000. 14,500 with a live bidder online. You're gonna give me 14 and a quarter? 14,000 online. Anybody in the room at 14,250? 14,500 online. People watching that camera right there. That Jeopardy music woke them up. Now they're ready to keep on bidding. I got 14,500 online. Anybody in the room at 14,750? Going once. 14,750, he's back now, 15,000 online. 14,750 in the room. Going once. 15 and a quarter to you. 15 and a quarter. Now 15,500. 15.25 going once, twice. You bought it 15.25, 286. My backup bidders online. Anybody in the room for 1021? It's not circled by anybody online or in the room. What about 1022? Same thing. On the next page, I have nothing circled by anybody in the room, but by golly, we're about to find out. 1023 has a demolition requirement. Anybody here for 1023? Anybody feeling philanthropic? What about 1024? Okay, I got a couple of bids online and a couple of hands in the room. 1024, this takes us to Trumbull. Vacant parcel, I've got an $11,000 bid already online. Who in the room wants to give me 12? I know how high they'll go. Anybody want to give me 11.25? Eh? 11.25, 11.5.
Yep.
You gonna give me 12.25?
Yep.
What about 13? I got 12,250 online. Who wants to give me 12.5? Anybody in the room at 12.5 for this one? 12.25 online, going once, twice, 12.5, 12,750, 13, 13. I got 12,750 online, going once, 13.25, 13.5, 13.25 online, going once, twice. Sold it online for $13,250. My backup bidder, what's that number over there? 11.28. Anybody in the room want to bid on 10.25? Not circled in my book, either online or in the room. Anybody for 10.25? What about 10.26? Got it there. I've got a bid online on that one already. Newer siding, windows, and roofing. The garage does have some foundation issues. It's been empty for a little bit. 10.26, I've already got the $10,500 bid online. Anybody give me 10,750? 10,750 there. Anybody in the room want to give me 11,000? I've got 10,750 with you. Going once. 11 online, 11.25, now 11.5. This is a live bidder online. 11.5, 11,750, and now 12,000. 12, I got 11,750 with you. 12.25, 12.5. 12,750, and now 13. 13.25, 13.5. 13,750, and now 14. 14.25, 14.5. 14,750, and now 15,000. 15.25, 15.5. 15.25 going once, twice. 15.25, 346. My backup bidder is online. $10.27. Anybody in the room for $10.27? I've got a bid online. We'll sell it that way if nobody here wants it. On the next page. Anybody here for 10.28? 10.28. What about 10.29? 10.30 on Adams. Let's open that up. Got a bidder in the room for 10.30. 10.30 on Adams Street. This one's boarded up to keep all the goodness in. There is an advantage to that though. If you need to put down a new kitchen floor, it comes with subfloor. I got $7,200, my minimum bid. Where's my minimum bidder? $7,200, there was a card a minute ago. Anybody here for this one on Adams? It's 7,200, right there. Now I need 73. 72 in the room, going once, twice. It's your problem now. Bay County thanks you for buying this. What's the bidder number? 7,200, 468. Anybody here for 1031? What about 1032 on Jefferson? Up in my old neighborhood. Anybody here for the one on Jefferson? 1032. What about 1033? Here and there and everywhere. 1033. Looks like we got a bunch of people chasing this one on Monroe. 1033, 247 North Monroe. Dutch Colonial, nice looking place. But it needs, may have been converted on, okay, this Monroe, got two Monroes there. Dutch Colonial, it needs a good scrubbing. It's Dirty Girl. 1033, I got $9,400 minimum bid. 94 with you. Who wants to give me 10 grand? 10 over there. You want to give me 11? 12, 13. I got 12,000 over there. Anybody in the room want to give me 13? 12,000. Who wants to give me 12.5? 12.5, 12 and a quarter. I got 12,000 over there. Anybody in the room at 12 and a quarter? 12,000 going once.
Yeah, 13.
13 online. 13 and a quarter, 13 and a quarter, 13.5. 13 and a quarter going once.
13,750.
13,750 now. 14,000 and 14 and a quarter. 14 in the room. Going once.
14,500.
14,500, 14,750 in the room. Now 15,000. 14,750 going once.
Yep.
15 online. 15 and a quarter. 15,500. Warm in here. 15,500.
Yep.
15,500, 15,750, and now 16,000. 15,750.
Yep.
16 and a quarter. 16,500. 16 and a quarter. Going once. Twice.
Yep.
16,500, 16,750. 17,000. 16,750 going once. Twice. You bought it. 16,750, 292. Backup bidder is online. I got another one on Monroe, just up the street on the other side, 1034. Anybody here for that one? 1034. What about 1035? Jackson Street, 1035. 1036 on Grant. Got some of these sold online. 1037. 1038. On the next page, I have nothing on that whole page circled by anybody in the room, but I'm going to go down them. If you want them, get your card in the air. 1039. 1040. 1041. 1042. 1044. 1045. 1046. Oh, look at it. Looks like a confetti bomb just flew up in the air. 1046 on 22nd Street. It's had some work done to it. Kind of smells like dogs in there. 1046. I've got 5 bids online. They've already got me to 15,500. Who wants to give me 16,000 for that house? Show me your card. Just keep it up in the air. Just one of you at 16? I got 16 back there. Who wants to give me 16 and a half? Who wants to give me 16 and a quarter? I see cards ready to go up. Here's how I make them go up. I got 16,000 there. Who wants to give me 16,250? Going once. 16,250, 16 and a half, 17 and a half, 18 and a half, 19 and a half, 20. Gonna give you 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 24 and a quarter. I got 24,000 right in the back of the room. Who wants to give me 24 and a half? 24,000 right there going once. Twice. 24,286. My backup bidder is over here. What's that number? 1180. Anybody in the room want to give me some money for 1047? I've got a bid online. We'll sell it that way later on if nobody wants it. 1047, anybody? Next page. 1048, it's another demolition requirement. Anybody in the room want to buy 1048 and knock it down? You'll have to guarantee with some money that it's going bye-bye. Anybody here for 1048? What about 1049? Back there. 1049 is where we're going next. It's on South Van Buren. Recently occupied, has roof issues. There is some personal property in here still. I need $6,400 for it. I've got it right back there. Anybody want to give me 65? $6,400. Going once. Going twice. You bought it at $425 at the minimum bid. You will have a bidder for number 1050. We already sold 1051. What about 1052? There's a couple of hands. I've got bids online for 1052. Commercial building, industrial type property on Morton Street. It needs a new roof. It looks like it's got the ballast or flat roof type of system on it. Loading dock here. Heavy duty electrical service, that kind of looks like three-phase to me going into that building, but I could be wrong. I'm just going off the picture. 34,250 is the minimum bid in the book. I'm already at $41,750 and they'll go higher. If you give me $42,000 for that building, put your card up in the air and just keep it up there for a minute till I say a price you don't like. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, $50,000, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, $60,000. I'm going to start with you at $60,000. Anybody in the room want to give me 60 and a quarter? Anybody 60 and a quarter? 60 and a half, you want to give me 61? 61 and a half, 62. Oh, keep going, you'll win. 62, I got 61 and a half with you. 62 and a half, 63 and a half, 63 and a quarter. I got 63 back there. Anybody in the room want to give me 63 and a quarter? We use 63 and a quarter, 63 and a half, 64 and a half, 65 and a half, 66 and a half, 67 and a half, 68 in the back of the room. Now I need 68 and a quarter. I got 68,000 right back there. Anybody want to give me 68,250? We used to have a heck of a time getting rid of these old industrial buildings. Not anymore. You know why? They're growing pot in them. Honest engine. This stuff is selling now. I got 68,000. I ain't lying. 68,000 back there. Anybody want to give me 68 and a quarter? Online. 68 and a half. Now 68,750. 68 and a half with you. 68,750. Now 69,000. 69 and a quarter.
75.
$75,000 online. Oh, 70,500. We'll get there. Gonna give you 71, 71 and a quarter.
Yep.
What about 72 and a quarter?
72.5.
72.5. How about 73 and a quarter?
Yep.
74 and a quarter. 74,000 in the room.
Yep.
74 and a quarter. How about 75? 75 and a quarter.
75.5.
75.5. How about 76 and a quarter?
Yep.
77, 77 and a quarter.
Yep.
78, 78 and a quarter.
Yep.
How about 79, 79 and a quarter? 79,000
Yep.
and a quarter. 80,000, 80,000 bucks, now 80 and a quarter.
84,750.
And I got two bidders online, 84,
750.
750, now 85, are you all done? I got 84, 750 online. I got 3 online bidders.
Yep.
We're gonna let them run for just a second here and see where they end up. 85 and a quarter, and it's just ticking away up there. They're jumping up 1,000 or 2,000 at a time. It's north of 90,000 now. Reminder, if you buy any old industrial or commercial kind of looking property, don't forget about those baseline environmental assessments. Closing in on $100,000. North of 100,000. You know, some of the buildings are doing that with, they might have roaches. Only some of you get that. Oh, after. They might forget where they put the keys, though. It's at 108,000 and shows no signs of slowing down. There's 3 bidders on it. Great place to open a brownie stand. $113,000 and still going. 3 bidders. Sleeper of the day so far. Heading toward 125,000. Still some personal property in here. You might want to track down whoever was here last, give them the opportunity to come and get it. Still 3 bidders, and we're north of 130,000 now. Morton Street. It's even got a dock for getting loaded. $135,000. Two bidders still active. Three. The third one is back. $142,500 and still going. Two active bidders. Heading for 150,000. $148 is where it's at right now. They're going up $250 at a time. They were jumping thousands a little while ago. Still two active bidders. 150,000 and still going. $153. Two bidders. The third one appears to be gone. Unless he's just waiting for the end to pounce. $155,000. We had one like this last year in Houghton Lake. It was a hotel. Opened at around $60,000 or $70,000. Nobody in the room wanted to bid, just two people online. And it went up $250 at a time, all the way to almost $400,000. Everybody went outside to smoke, even the people who don't. It took a long time. They can go higher if they want to, more at a time, but they're all going 250. It's at 159,000 and they're not done. $162. Same bidders, still going along. $165. Seems to be going a little slower, but not much. North of 170,000 now. Are they done? They might be done. Nope. Not yet. I'm at $171,500. Same two bidders. It's slowed down considerably, but they're still moving. If it hits 500,000, I'm buying a pizza. One pizza. And breadsticks. That's two. 172,000. $172.25. Are they done? They might be. I'm at 172,250. Are they done? They're not done. Just a hiccup. $173.25 is where it's at now. Creeping toward 175,000. $175,000. And still going. Anybody in there want to give me 300 grand for this to just get it done? Where'd Moneybags go? He leave? He didn't buy anything. He went to get pizza. He ain't buying pizza. I got his number. 176. Creeping now. Slow motion. They're counting the pennies in the cookie jar right now. $177 and a quarter. They might be done. I'm at 177,250. Anybody want to give me 177.5? Going once. Going twice. Sold it online for 177,250. My backup bidder is also online. You have a bidder in the room for 1055. Anybody here for 1055? On the next page, I don't have anything on that page circled by anybody in the room, but we're going to go down the list. I've got some of them sold online. We won't make you watch it like that right there if you don't want to. Anybody here for 1056? What about 1057? 1058. Over here, let's take his money before he falls asleep or changes his mind. 1058 on Monroe. Newer windows and roof. There's still some personal property here that you're going to want to make contact. Let them come and get your stuff if they want it. I've got $8,700 already bid online. You want to give me 9,000? We do the slow, painful way. 991. What about 9,500? 96. $10,000. 10 and a quarter. 10 and a half. 10,750. I got 10.5 right there. Anybody in the room want to give me 10,750? Oh, look who's back. Couldn't stay away, could you? I got 10.5 right here going once. Did you bring pizza?
No, sorry.
See, I told you. 10 and a half going twice. You bought it. 10 and a half, what's the bidder number? 443. My backup bidder on that one is online. What about 1059? Anybody here for that one today? 1060. Several of you. I've got 3 bids online on that one. This is on Stanton Street, Bay City. Hardwood floors, cove, plaster ceilings. Somebody started doing some work on it, didn't quite get around to finishing it. You can see the siding in the front of the house is done about halfway up. They couldn't find their ladder. I got $6,100 already bid. Who wants to give me $6,500 for it here in the room? 65 here. Anybody here want to give me 7,000? I got more than that bid online. Anybody want to give me 7? I got 65 here, 66. You gonna give me 7,000? What about 71?
Yep.
What about 7,500? 76.
Yep.
8,000. 81.
Yep.
85. 86.
Yep.
9,000. 91.
Yep.
95. 92. I got $9,100 bid online. Anybody in the room at 92? 91 going once.
Yep, 94.
94. You want to give me 10,000? I got 10,000 in the back of the room. Now I need 10 and a quarter.
Yep,
How about 11? 10 and a half. I got 10 and a quarter bid online. Anybody in the room at 10.5? 10,250 online going once.
yep, 10 to 750.
Now I got an advanced bidder and the live bidder. We're back to watching the screen all together here in Bay City today. Two bidders, one's advanced, one's live, watching the camera. This shouldn't take as long as the last one did. Only maybe most of that same time. I'm at $13,000 online. We'll see how far they want to go. I think I know it's going to end, but I'm not positive. 14,000. I'm at 14. Anybody in there want to give me 14,250? 14,000 online going once. 14 online going twice. $14,000 online. The backup bidder is also online. What about 1061? Anybody here for that? 1062. 1063. 1064. Last page of Bay County is next. Anybody in the room want to bid on 1065? Over there. I do have an online bid to open this one up. They'll go a little higher than their online bid. 1065, Woodside Lane. Hardwood floors, 9-foot ceilings if you got some tall friends. I got 10,750 online. You want to give me 11? 11 over there, 11 and a quarter.
Yep.
What about 12? 12 and a quarter.
Yep.
13 and a quarter.
Yep.
14 and a quarter.
Yep.
15 and a quarter.
Yep.
16 and a quarter.
Yep.
17. I got 17,000 in the room. My advanced bid is now expired. Anybody want to give me 17,250? Anybody live online?
Yep.
1750 live online. 17 and a half. 17,750. 17 and a half in the room. Going once. Twice. 17 and a half, 292. My backup bidder is online. What about 1066? Anybody for 1066? Flip that page and that takes us to Tuscola County. Do I have a bidder in the room for 6,500? I've got it sold online. I got somebody in the room that wants it too. I see a couple of hands on this one. 6,500. I've got $550 online. This is a vacant lot in Unionville. It's got cattails. It's all that kind of thing. I got 550 online. You gave me 6. You want to give me 650 in the back? 650 now 7. 750. 8. Get to you in a second. 8 and a half. 9 and a half. 1,000. 1,100. 12. 13. You want to give me 13? 13 now 14. $1,500. 16. 17. 18. 19. 2,000. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27, 28, 29, $3,000 now 31. They're all done. 3,000 here. What about online? Anybody at 31? $3,000 right down front going once. Twice. You bought it. 3, you're going to be a cattail rancher. $3,000, 463. My backup bidder over here, what's her number? Backup bidder is 419. We already already sold 6501. Do I have a bidder in the room for 6502? Anybody here for 6502? Now, beginning with number 6503. We're out at Shea Lake. We sell lots of these every year, or try to. I don't have online bids for them till I get way down the next page. I don't have any bids circled in the room either until I get way under the next page. I'm gonna rattle through these numbers. If you want them, get your cards in the air. 6503, 6504, 6505, 6506, 6507, 6508, 6509. On the next page, 6510, 6511, 6512, 6513, 6514, 6515, 16, 6516, 6517. I do have an online bid for the next two, 18 and 19. Anybody in the room here to bid on those? Which one? 17. Let's open that one up. 6517. Hillcrest Drive, wooded land. I need a $100 bill for it. Do I have it right there? $100. Anybody want to give me 150? $100 going once, twice. You're now a proud owner at Shea Lake. What's the better number, please? 1176 at the minimum bid. Based on the minimum bids being $100, I'm assuming these are something that were offered in a previous year and didn't sell and they're back. Just clearing them out. 6518, I've got it sold online. If anybody in the room doesn't want it. Anybody here for 6518? I got it sold online. What about 6519? 6520. We already sold 22. On the next page, it starts with 6523. I have one circled on that page. It is the second one, 24. We'll go through the rest of them. Anybody in here interested in 6523? Do I have a bidder in the room for 6524? There, and there, and there. Let's open it up. We got to catch up on the rest of these now. 6524, $1,300, 2.5 acres. Used to be maybe a house here until late one night when the aliens came and sucked it up and took it away in their spaceship. I made that up. $1,300. Where's my bidders at 13 right there? Let's play the card game again. If you'll give me $2,000 for that lot, keep your sign up here until I say a number you don't like. 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7,500, 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 9,500, $10,000, 10 and a quarter, 10 and a half, 10,750, 11,000, 11 and a quarter, 11 and a half, 11,750, $12,000, 12 and a half, 13, 13 and a half, 14, 14 and a half, 15, 15 and a half. I'm going to start with the lady at $15,500. Anybody in the room want to give me 15,750? I got 15.5 with you going once. 15.5 going twice. 15.5, number 310. My backup bidder, what's your number back there? 328. Missed a $50,000 bid. What about 6525? The next two, 65, 26, 27, are adjacent to each other. Anybody interested in either one of those? 65, 26, or 7. What about 65, 28? 65, 29. On the next page, we've already sold 3. We already sold 6530, already sold 6531. Anybody here for 6532? I've got an online bid for it. We'll sell it that way later on if you don't want it. We already sold 6533. You have a bidder in the room for 6534. Couple of you. I've got bids online too. 6534. I've got $2,100 already bid online. Who wants to give me $2,500 for it? 25. You want to give me 3,000? What about 35? 4,000? 4,500. 41. I got you on a 44,000. 4,100. 4,000 here. 41 back there. 42. She's all done. 4,100 in the back of the room. Anybody want to give me 42?
Yep.
42 online. Now 43. 44. 4,300 in the back. Going once.
Yep.
44 online. Now 4,500. 45. Now 46.
Yep.
47. Now 4,800.
49.
49 online. 5,000. 5,000 in the room back there. Now I need 51.
52.
52 online. Now I need 53, and I've got it back there. 5,400.
56.
5,600 online. Now 57 and 58.
6,000.
6,000 online. 61 to you. Now 6,200.
6,400.
6,400 online. Now 65. Now we need 66.
68.
68. Now 69 and $7,000.
73.
73. You want to give me 75? 7,500. Now 76.
8,000.
8,000 online. You want to give me 85? 8,500. Now 86.
9,000.
9,000 online. You want to give me 95? 95. What about 10? 96 at a minimum.
99.
99. You want to give me 10? 10,000. Now I need 10 and a quarter.
10,750.
10,750. You want to give me 11 and a half? 11 and a half. Now I need at least 11,750. 11 and a half in the room.
12,250.
12,250. How about 13? 13,000. Now I need at least 13 and a quarter. This is 9 acres. 13,000 in the back of the room.
13,500.
13,500. You gotta give me 15. 15. 15,000. Now 15 and a quarter. Tillable land. Everybody likes tillable land right now. I got 15,000 in the room. Going once. Going twice. That time it worked. What's the bidder number? 15,1091. We're going to go through everything that hasn't been sold in a minute after we go through the book once. My backup bidder is online, 15,000, number 1091. Anybody here for 6535? On the next page, I've got a couple of them circled here in the room. You have a bidder here for 6536. Over there, let's open that up. 6536 Beach Street in Akron. It comes with spare tires for your car. I need $3,000 for it. Right there, I got it. Who wants to give me 3,100? Anybody in the room? 3,000 going once. Twice. That one's yours. 3,409. What about 6537? Right there. He's been waiting for it. Let's get that opened up. 6537 Spruce Street, Cass City. I need $1,500. I've got it bid right there. Anybody in the room want to give me 1,600? 16, 17, 18, 19, $2,000, 21, 22. Are you out at 21? I got 2,000 here. 21, 21, 22. I got 21 with you. Anybody in the room at 2,200? 21 going once, twice, 22, 23, 24. There could be oil on that property, you know that, right? It's at the end of a dead end road. I got $2,300 with you, going once, twice. You bought it, 2,300, what's the bidder number? 2,300, 296. My backup bidder is 160. What about 6539? Anybody here for that one? Couple of you, let's sell that. 6539 Poplar Street, Fairgrove. There's still some personal property here. It's gonna need some work, but it's not beyond salvage. I need $2,900. I got it there. 3,000, 31, 32, 33, 34. I got cards all over the place. Let's play that game again. If you'll give me 4,000 bucks, put your card in the air, leave it there until I say a number you don't like. Are you out at 4,000? I got 4,000 with you. Anybody in the room want to give me 41? 4,000 going once. 41, 42, 43. 42 going once. 43, 44, now 45. 46, 47. 48, 49. $5,000, now 51. 52, now 5,300. 52, going once, twice. 5,200, 285. Backup bidder is online. What about 6540? Anybody here for that one today? $65.42. Do I have a bidder in the room for $65.42? Anybody? I don't have a bid online. We might have something pop up later on. We don't know. But anybody in the room? It's a trailer park. Anybody here for the trailer park in Reese? Not. We were hoping to sell that today. Maybe we still will. What about 6544? Anybody here for 6544? Circled in my book. Somebody asked about it earlier. On the next page, last page. Anybody here for 6545 in Caro? He is. 6545. I've got 11.5 already bid in line. You want to give me 11,750? 11,750. Now I need 12,000. Anybody in the room at 12,000? I'm at 11,750 in the room. We're waiting for the computer there. It might have froze up on us again. Once we've gone through these last couple here, we're going to take a 5-minute break. We're going to talk to the people that are the live bidders online. We're going to go back through the book. We've got a few pieces that we have online bids for that nobody in the room wanted us to open up. So we just skipped them. We're going to open those up and open up anything that the online bidders want us to open up. And we'll open up anything that anybody sitting here might have missed. But we don't announce the sale. If you want to get in on those, you have to sit right down and watch the screen. So give us a second here to get this refreshed and moving again. It's a complete reboot, so it's gonna take just a second. Doesn't usually happen, but once in a while, the gremlins get it. We'll be done by 3, I hope. Just wait for it to load. Reboot's done. $65.40 is what we're in the middle of already. 65.40. Oh, 65.45. I was thinking it was the next one. There we go. 65.45 is where we're at. I've got 11,750 bid in the room, but that popped up there. You're gonna give me 12,000? 12,000. Now I need 12 and a quarter. 12 and a half. He said he's done. I got 12 and a quarter online. Anybody in the room gonna give me 12 and a half?
Yep.
So we got 2 live bidders watching that little camera right there. 3 of them. We'll give them a minute here. See where they end up. It's at 13,750 right now. Occupied till fairly recently. Some of their stuff's still there. You want to track them down, give them a chance to come and get it. 15,000. It's still ticking right along. $16,750 and still going. Sounds like it's raining. 18,750. Headed for 20,000. 2 online bidders still active in this. 3 online bidders. 22.5. Looks like all 3 bidders are still active. $23,750. They're not done. 2 active bidders now. North of 25,000. $27,500. is where we need to go next. We're at 27,250. Anybody in the room at 27,500? 27,250 online. They're not done yet. $27,750. Now I need 28. Anybody in the room at 28,000? 28,750 going once. Twice. Sold it for 27,750. Backup bidders also in line. Anybody here for 65.47? What about 65.51? I know you've got one you wanted open. Anybody else in the room got anything specific already that they want us to open that they missed? We'll open one, then we're gonna take a short break. Which one was it? 65.32. We're gonna jump back to really quickly. I do have an online bid for that one at $1,600. Backs up to the golf course, cover the windows. $1,600 I've got online. Gonna give you 17? 17 in the room. Anybody want to give me 18? $1,600, 17 online? 18 online, 1,900, now 2,000. 18, 19, or 2,000, now 21. 22. 23, he's all done. I've got $2,200 online. Two bidders live online. They're gonna go back and forth just a little bit. Then we'll sell it. What we're gonna do after we sell this, and we're gonna take about a 5-minute break. We got stuff in the book that I have online bids for placed in advance of the sale. And we have some live bidders. We're gonna find out from them what they want opened up. We're not gonna just open up every piece. That's not what we're here to do. We're gonna open up what they tell us they want open, what we've already got an existing pre-bid for, and we're gonna sell those, and we're done. If you wanna bid on any of that, you can come right down here in front and sit in the chairs and watch it. We don't announce those parcels. We just show them on the screen. 2,400 is where we're at online. Anybody here want to give me 25? $2,400 going once, twice. Sold it for $2,400 online. Backup bidder is also online. We're going to take a short break, then we're going to come back and show some on the screen. You can bid on them if you want to. Pretty much just what was bid in advance, what the live bidders want. That's what we're going to open up. Thanks for coming.